Funeral services are being planned for a well-known religious leader recently profiled by CBS 6 News. A spokesman for the Catholic Diocese of Richmond confirmed that former Bishop Walter Sullivan died at his home this afternoon. Sullivan had been receiving treatment at St. Mary's Hospital for an inoperable tumor on his liver. Tonight I talked with the pastor of St. Mary's Catholic Church about the man he called his hero.
The passing of Bishop Sullivan really marks the end of an era for us as Catholics in the state of Virginia.
St. Mary's pastor, Father Mike Reniger, talked with me shortly after learning of Bishop Sullivan's death. He said Sullivan had been a priestly presence in Virginia for over 40 years. Ordained a priest in 1953, Sullivan became the 11th bishop of Richmond, leading the diocese for nearly 30 years. During that time, Father Reniger says Sullivan was both admired and criticized for his mission to unite all believers.
He reached out, for instance, to people in prison and spent time on Good Friday and Christmas praying with those who are incarcerated. He reached out to gay and lesbian Catholics who felt maybe that there wasn't a place for them in the church.
A stance he says upset some of the church hierarchy in Rome. Sullivan's tenure as bishop was marred by the priest sex abuse scandal that rocked the Catholic Church around the world. He was criticized for reinstating a priest who had been suspended for sexual abuse. But Reniger says Sullivan strove to create structures of accountability to ensure the church responded better to those cases.
Been exciting to be retired.
Reniger says Sullivan will always be remembered as a bishop who, even after he retired in 2003, wanted to be with people most.
He'll be remembered as a bishop who was always a pastor at heart. And what I mean by that was he always put people first, and his voice will be missed.
A prayer service will be held for Bishop Sullivan Friday night at 7 at St. Mary's Catholic Church on Gayton Road. The diocese is planning his funeral services and will release details in the coming days.